Yeah, both of you are there. Yeah, so I believe both of you are here. So what is your Spark session? It is a wrapper around SQL context. So if you see the code in the beginning today, I was writing Spark, I was creating a Spark session, right? So Spark session is present inside this PySpark SQL. Okay, and this is a wrapper around PySpark SQL session. Okay, so SQL session is code. This is a wrapper around it so that it provides you more functionality. So understood all the aspects? Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
This Spark is a wrapper around SQL context. SC is a entry point for entire Spark.
So wrap around SQL context.
Right. So wrapper it has some more functionality so that it can read CSV files. You cannot read CSV files with SQL context directly, right? Okay, so to read CSV file, that's why Spark session is a wrapper around it so that it provides you more functionality. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so now let me show one important aspect here. Okay, we'll get to data frames and all the other guys. Okay, so you have a ability to register functions here. Okay, very useful stuff, very useful stuff. Okay. Okay, so what do you do here? You have SQL context dot register function. The register function is there. So there you will give a function name my length. Okay, and in here lambda you are doing x. So what you are doing, you are registering this function in your SQL context. Great, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we mean by that. Okay, then you do SQL context dot SQL. Okay, pass it here. Select. Okay, select squash my len func. Just pass here one information. Hello world. Okay, and do a collect here. What will this do? Yeah, so this will create a row. Okay, whatever data you are passing here, right? Select MySQL this guy, so it will create a. So if you see the output of this, very useful. So you are registering this function in your this guy. So now onwards you can use it directly like this. Okay, so what is it? This is creating a data frame, and data frame consists of a string whose value is my length hello world. Understood? What is registering function? Register function.
Hey, I don't think I actually. So what we did, we actually add this function, right? That's what we do.
Right. We registered the function. This is the function name. This is the function definition. Of course, you can have a bigger and
correct. So what is my out? So what my output should be of this select by
So
then function?
output should be, this is the hello world is my test string, some junk string. Okay. So
Right.
select, this guy is creating a data frame. Okay. Is creating a data frame which is consisting of, this is the function name, this is the string test data here, and you are executing this. What will it return? It will return 11.
Yeah.
5
So
plus
it's a good
10
one.
plus 11. Yeah. So it will what it, if I do it collect here, what will it do? It will
Oh,
dump a data frame which consists.
yeah. This is good. So similarly, I can create any functionality. I can just change the destination and create any other functionality like.
Right. So these are very useful features actually, very useful. You can leverage the potential.
So this is like session specific, correct? This function what we have registered, that is session specific. Like once I
Yeah. That is this SQL context specific. Okay. So if you are using another SQL
what
context,
I'm saying, it's not like that. Like now this has become inbuilt function like UDF kind of.
no, not inbuilt function.
Okay. So like session specific.
Yeah, so it is session specific. Session specific is this is till the time this SQL context is alive, this guy will live. After that, it will be done.
Okay.
So what does it? How does it work? Right. This is the name of user defined function. This is a user defined function. Okay. So registers a Python function as UDF so that it can be used in SQL statements. Okay. Okay, as UDF so that it can be used in SQL statements. Right. Okay. See some more options. How does it work and everything. Okay, so you can pass the return type also here. In this case, you can notice the return type is a string, isn't it? This return type, it was showing you string, isn't it? I wanted a number. How do I do it a number? Though I'm passing a length, because internally this is converting this integer into string, then only it is putting up here. Okay, how do I fix that? To fix that, what I have to do is I have to rely on, right? So to do that, I have to rely on from PySpark .sql.types import integer type. Okay, so in here now I'm passing here the information integer int.
Data structure. Okay.
Okay, now if I dump it, see the difference. Okay, I'm getting a 11 integer, right? See the difference here and here. Very important difference to note. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, so here you can typically mention what type of data, what type, how you want to treat the return value. Else it will by default take it as a string.
So I think what was the reason you told like why it is returning a string in the previous case?
Yeah, the reason is SQL always deals everything in string. Okay, so return type is not given, it will default it to string, and then the conversion will happen automatically. So if you want, I mean, this is how the function is defined. And if you want to control the return type info value, so you can type pass that. Okay. This is a PySpark data type object.
What is PySpark object?
This guy, whatever you're seeing here, right? Right? Integer type, you have float type, you have a lot of other types. We'll see that. So PySpark data type.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so we have various options of converting. Like previously, also we had some ways. Like now you have SQL context dot register data frame as table. See this now. So what will this guy do? This guy is supposed to convert a data frame and item. Okay, so it will create a table whose name is myTab. Okay, now you can do SQL. Okay, just pass this information. Select. I don't know if there is a name field. I think there is no name field. Okay, how is it? Name is there. Okay, let's see. SQL. Okay, so context SQL. Select name. Oh, I didn't give. Select name from my tab. Yeah. So yeah. So what will it do? Collect. It will get the only names. Right, you can see here it is getting only names. So this way also it works. Okay, so you can have multiple data frame, multiple tables. So here register data frame as table. You can have multiple such data frames, and if you want to check whether your Spark SQL have that particular table, what you can do is you can do things like this. Okay, suppose what is my tab? My tab in, okay, in operator SQL context dot. Okay, you have table names. There should be something like table names. Yeah, it's here. Okay, it will give you true if that my tab is present in the SQL context. So you understand there can be more than one tables there. Okay, more than one tables. So this is the way by which you can find out whether that particular table is there or not. Understood? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so there are a lot of aggregators here. Okay. So I'll start with aggregators, alias. Okay, all these stuffs in our next session. I think it's already 9:30. You have to leave at it, right? Or you have some time.
I think it's okay. Next class, okay. But I think we have other things like filter and
Yeah. We have a lot of those.
other things as well in SQL.
Whatever functionalities we have covered in RDD, right, we'll find the same functionality in data frame. So since we have covered those in details here, we can actually go through all of them, and you will be able to figure out what will this guy do. Okay.
Right. And also I'm thinking, imagine like any idea, like, we have two things. One is like in machine learning, first we do data manipulation 70% of time, right? And then 30% of time, like we do model building. So I was just thinking like maybe somebody can do all the data manipulation in pandas, but for machine learning, because again in machine learning also there are two things. One is a scikit library from Python, which is useful in Spark, which can work, and another is Spark's own machine learning thing like PySpark.ml. Should I repeat?
Yeah, I couldn't follow you actually.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like while we go like for the like machine learning also there are two ways. Like one is through scikit library from Python, and one is from Spark's own libraries like PySpark.
Scikit-learn is not suited for distributed computing again. For
Yeah,
distributed computing, you have Spark's MLlib, which is more suited.
correct. No, so that is what that is. So what that is Spark MLA, but what about PySpark? Is there any PySpark thing as well?
It is same.
Okay, it's same. Okay.
Okay, so Spark MLlib and PySpark.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, like why I'm asking it again because then that means like I have to learn all these things because I was thinking that I might not need to learn because I know Pandas and Scikit, so I'm fine. But I think if somebody was shifting to Spark, then he has to learn new things.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So I was reading actually like data frame is now like little old API now. I think data set is there, something like that.
No, don't get confused with data set and data frame. Data set is collection of data frames. Okay, and nothing like it is getting old. It is really okay. So don't get confused with the term data set. As a programmer, you can imagine both data set and data frame are same. Don't worry about it. Okay. So yeah, so there are a lot of documentation which will actually there is in code. I think I can show you that code down. Okay, that will precisely tell you that both of them are same thing. Okay. This is where a lot of people get confused. I think I was showing it to somebody else. There will be one piece of code dump. It will precisely tell you from internal Spark. Yeah, you have data sets here. You have data frames. You have data sets. And what is the thing that you need to understand here is, okay, so just see this diagram. Okay, you have data frame and data set, which is higher level called data frame. And see this is the code. What is data frame? Data frame is structured format of data set. See, you're seeing this guy. Okay, so as a programmer, you can treat both of them as same. No worries with that. Okay, if you read this is the blog actually which talks about it. Okay, let me just run you through. So what is data set? Just read this line. Starting with Spark 2.0 dataset has two distinct API, like strongly typed API and untyped API. Conceptually, consider data frame as an alias to collection of dataset row. A row is generic untyped JVM object. Dataset, in contrast, is collection of strongly typed JVM object. Okay, so here in Python, you have a data frame, right? You have the similar thing here. See this. As a Spark developer, you benefit data frame unified APIs. That means the same API will work for data frame and data sets and data frame. Okay. See, if SQL is there, data frame is there, data sets is there. Okay. And as a programmer, you really data frames are collection of data sets row render a structured custom view of your semi-structured data. So what is data frame? Data sets is like it's a wide variety, but of course you don't deal with that. You deal with precisely data frames. Data frame is like structured part of data sets. That's it, and nothing is outdated. Both of them are. Okay?
Yeah.
So you can refer to this documentation. This is a very good documentation.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll take just one more query. So like initially we create a Spark session, as you said, like build, master, and app name that is right. A
Hmm.
configuration. So
Hmm.
I'm actually need to know like so why well, like when can we use that if you already have an inbuilt session?
Yeah, so you already will have inbuilt session only in case of Databricks or some editor like this. You won't
Okay.
have when you're writing your own independent code. That is the time when you rely on.
So I think when I let's say if I go on any IPython environment, I think I won't be having there on IPython environment.
IPython and yeah, you might not be having it if you're not using Zeppelin. You might be having, but at least if you're writing a completely separate new file, you won't be definitely having.
Yeah, so I think so IPython like if let's say if a system is only Python, so I think yeah, it should not be there. Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, and I was like, do you have any kind of homework for us PySpark or SQL?
Yes, yes. Uh, there was actually in my GitHub there will be a data frame. So do a thing. Okay, just give, so today evening we are doing some. I need some half an hour class so that I can tell something around this. Is it possible to you guys will be available today evening?
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay.
What time?
Around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I will
Okay,
try.
I'll try. It is not 100% confirmed from my side. Okay, because today is holy, so I'm not sure what are the plans. Okay,
Sure.
so just in case I'll just ping you early. Okay, after that I'll be giving a lot of exercises which uses this data frame.
Yeah, because like this is like very important, so yeah, we should have some.
Right, right.
And also like I mean, if you can share the recording, start sharing recordings, so we can.
So I have all the recordings with me. I'll start uploading it now and I'll share the link. You can
Yeah,
go to Labs YouTube link and you'll find all the videos.
yeah, something whatever you want.
Sure, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah. This is like a backend process. Keep on doing it.
And also yesterday's PPT actually we have not got.
Right, right. Let me mail it to you guys right away.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm leaving. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay. So one thing, like why I'm like, asking the same thing, because I have been doing learning. First I learned SAS, then I learned R, then I learned Python,
Hmm.
right? And then like, yeah, I think this is a hot thing right now. So PySpark, so that's why I was just thinking like, yeah, new things are coming up. Yeah, so
Right, right. I understand. I mean, there generally people have a lot of confusion, so
yeah,
expected.
yeah. But yeah, there's like no any option, no any solution. So yeah, that's how everybody has to do it.
Uh,
I mean, like, there's like no other option, so yeah, one has to learn it. No other option.
didn't get you. No other options in the sense.
No, I'm saying like, so like, no other option means like we cannot use pandas as on a distributed or cycles on
Right,
a
right, right.
distributed.
No, you have to convert that into.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mail it and we'll sign out. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, bye.